Now I would like to go through the different functionalities in the Portfolio Manager now that we have it filled with data. So I'm going to start again with the Companies and Groups tab over here. Because now you will be able to see that in our company A, we have now a total of 97 sites. If you click on the total sites here, you will also be able to see all of those 97 different sites that belong to this company. Right now, with only one company added, that doesn't really make a difference from the sites tab because all of the sites that we have are just in this company A. But if you're working with a number of different companies, that can be a very handy shortcut to see only the sites that are added to a single company. And you can also see here an overview of which ones have already additional data added for water operational assessment, but we have no additional information added. So you can also see here 0 out of 97 with when clicking on it, you see all of the sites that you haven't assessed yet for water. So all 97 of them. The same is true if you go here into the groups. You can also click on the different groups. Sales and retail here, for example, has 2 sites in it, so you can see which ones are added within that group. Now you can also edit and delete the companies or the groups by going onto those 3 dots here on the side. The 3 dots give you more option to interact with the data. We had already covered adding multiple sites. Now, if you want to edit something, if you click on it, you can edit the company name. So if you have company A, for example, you can change it to company B. What is really important is that every site that is associated with company A will from now on also be associated with company B. So basically, if you're changing something about the company, all the sites that are within that bucket, let's say, come with. So if I save this here now, we have company B and all the 97 sites now are associated with company B. This is really important to understand for the next functionality, which is the delete functionality. If I click on this, I actually get a warning, which is very well rectified, because if I delete the company, I will also delete all of the sites that are within that bucket, within the company. So if I say yes, delete it, it will delete company B, but also all of the sites within company B. So I'm going to X out of this. I do not want to do this right now. Then we have another functionality here that is share. Now, as I said, right now you're logged into this screen and only you can see the information that you uploaded. However, you might want to share that with, for example, colleagues or the people that you're working with at a specific company. So if you click here on share, you can actually give somebody a view into all of the data that you've uploaded for company B. So in here, I could, for example, add the email address of my colleague Rebecca, who has also an account at the Risk Filter Suite. And if I click share, this company B, all of the sites in there, she will be able to see in her Risk Filter Suite now with her login. You have the same functionalities here for groups. So if you have, you can add multiple sites, you can edit the group, you can share the group, so all of the sites within a group, or you can delete it as well. Again, if you delete a group, it will delete all of the sites that are within that group. So please be careful on this. If you have no sites within a group, that really isn't going to do much. So I can just delete it and it's going to be gone now. However, if you have sites within your group, so for example, for this group, those 2 sites will be deleted if you delete the group. So what you can do is, for example, reassign the sites to a different group, or maybe you also want to delete the sites, but just be aware that that is the functionality of deleting the group. Now, those are all the functionalities within the companies and groups. And if we're going over to the sites tab over here, we have a couple of very handy functionalities up here. If you upload a large number of sites, so you, for example, have 97 in here right now, and this is already becoming a very long list that's hard to navigate, we have built in a couple of filters here on the top with which you can find, for example, a specific site, for example, our test site webinar. If I just want to see this one, I can input the site name here and it finds this site name. I can choose a company. We only have one company right now, so this doesn't make sense for us. But industry, for example, we can do food and beverage production, and it shows us only the sites that are within that industry. It's just very handy to navigate this long list of sites. You have a number of filters up here. We can, as well as with the companies and groups, edit our site here. We can share just one single site if we would like to, and we can also delete a site. Now, we can also have these functionalities of editing, sharing, and deleting for a couple of different sites, or all the different sites. So if you click on these check marks here on the left, you can actually, if you add those here on the top, let me just refresh this real quick, because you can edit basically multiple sites at one, or share multiple sites in one go, which is really handy. If you, for example, want to perform a operation on either all the sites or just a couple of them. So let's say these 3 sites I would like to delete. You can do this by clicking the check marks, and these buttons are going to appear above the list of sites. Now you could delete them, you can edit those 3 sites, you can clear operational data. Well, we don't have any operational data yet, so we don't need to use this button right now. And we can also share just those 3 multiple sites, for example. So those are really all of the functionalities that you have within the portfolio manager, both in companies and groups and sites.